Stop me now. Don't stop me now. Stop. Stop me now. Don't stop me now. Stop.
What's that behind me? Is that an airplane? No, it's a helicopter made of blocks from Duplo. That's my favorite toy. If you a young girl that thinks you a boy, that's Duplo. Go on, get your kids some Duplos, man.
Everybody ready? Yeah. Hit it.
Laddies, are you getting beat up in school? Your stepfather giving you the business? Maybe your mom is keeping your home chocker-blocked full of chiselers. If you want to learn self-defense and just be an all-around badass, come down to McGregor McKnuckle Pits and learn the McKnuckle Pit method. Certain punch. What, you want to steal my potato? Real strong. Stronger than Lagavulin. Job! I'll do you just the same one. Job!
If you wanna get get your body right, that's presidential fitness. Wanna get your booty tight, that's presidential fitness. And a star is born with the unicorn at presidential fitness.
That's right, Presidential Fitness, where they offer men's and women's fitness classes, jiu-jitsu, youth classes, and even high-intensity workouts. So if you need to get your body right, come see us at Presidential Fitness, located at 4179 West Jefferson.
If you wanna get your body right, that's presidential fitness. Wanna get your booty tight, that's presidential fitness. And the star is born with the unicorn at presidential fitness and female emporium.
Oh, come on, coach. What's up, man? Real ninjas, Popeyes. Yo, got a hunger, what's hitting the spot? These wings right here, that's signature hot. But then we go over here, then I cause harm to y'all. When I'm getting them roasted garlic parmesans. Sweet and spicy wings, them the things. Hey, yo, tell me what you think.
Give me the combo, chicken and fries. Dark meat only, legs and thighs. Red bean rice, I love my sides. And give me my Sprite minus the eyes.
No ice, it makes my teeth cold. Because can't you see that he's old with the gray? But back to the wings, they so delicious, I love the things. Now, the ghost peppers, that's whatever. But make sure I got ranch when I endeavor. And lastly, got the honey barbecue. Licking and sucking our fingers, what we ought to do. Then we back to signatures, and we out. Catch real ninjas. Podcast without a doubt, yo.
That's nice. What up? It's me, Prez, and guess what? You just stumbled upon a Real Ninjas podcast where we talk about interesting topics, critique underground music, and speak about that fuck shit. And where there's Prez, there's bread. What up, bread?
You said we used to critique.
Oh yeah, we used to critique underground music. I forgot.
We used to have did it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. For all network purposes, the Real Ninjas clause is enacted.
Yes.
Tough acting, enacted.
So we got an interesting topic today.
Word.
It is called Stay-at-Home Life with the Average Black Man.
Oh, shit.
Real talk. All right. So, what up, Heather? She said, "Good evening, ninjas. If you finna smoke, that's that Superello. We about to construct it now."
I'm glad you said something. Because I just got done with tonight's appetizers. You know what I'm saying? And we finna head into the main course in a matter of time.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So again, so I just forgot it that quick. The title of this is called Stay-at-Home Life with the Average Black Man. Real talk, okay?
Average black man.
So why I chose this is really is women in general want to be stay-at-home wives, mothers, etc. You know what I mean? But a lot of times what I notice is women don't really pay attention to the numbers. So if you can't pay all the bills, they look down upon you. Okay, so I wanted to
Either when they can't pay all they did.
yeah, you know what I mean? So, well, they expect you to pay all their bills and your bills and still have money to have fun at the same time, you know, stuff like that, you know. But that's not speaking realistically. That is delusional thinking you guys do. So tonight we are going to break down being a stay-at-home mom with the average black man. And now, why did I do this is because last week on Girl Talk, I was just talking about what women bring to the table. and I was giving y'all the cliff notes, the
real ninja quotes.
yeah. So when you get into the situation where the guy says, well, what do you bring to the table? You're going to have answers for him. And answers he's going to like. Even if you don't possess these qualities, that's what last week's episode of Girl Talk was, for you to get over on the niggas. Okay, so we gave y'all behind the scenes, you know, some Chinese secrets. So
Ancient Chinese secrets.
but in the process, I can tell I was hurting some ladies' feelings because every woman want to be a stay-at-home person. And when you look at the numbers, it's kind of hard to do if you don't have a lot of or any good money management. All right. So, but before we start, I got a video, and it is about a little thing, Holly in the house. It's a little
Evening.
It's a little thing we like to call hypergamy. Okay.
Hypergamy.
So I will let this lady.
That sounds like a new fighting game.
I got this lady here speaking on it, so we're gonna let her speak upon it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit.
See with a good view. Okay, we're gonna ride it here. So this is like a 9-minute video. We can definitely stop and talk if necessary. She's just gonna give you the rundown on what hypergamy is.
Is that the right tab?
It's not. There. Okay. Light in my way. All right. She okay looking lady. All right, let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about hypergamy and female nature. I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to this video. I've brought it up like in little bits in past videos that I've done, but I've never really done an entire video dedicated to this, and I think it's important, and it really does affect modern dating and you guys as well. So let's get started. You might not like some of the things that I say today, and to that I will say don't shoot the messenger. I'm really just trying to be as transparent as possible, and during the video I'm actually going to be referencing some articles that I found that I think do a really good job explaining it, and give you guys just a little bit more context from some other perspectives as well. So some of you guys might be thinking, what is hypergamy? So hypergamy is the act or practice of courting or marrying a person of higher socioeconomic or social class than oneself. Translation, dating or marrying up, and specifically for women. Let's be real here and totally honest. If you were to go interview women on the street, if you were to go ask women, chances are they would prefer someone who makes at least as much money as they do or more money than they do. Take a look at Kevin Samuels, the Fresh and Fit podcast, or really any other channel out there that brings girls on and asks them questions like this. Now, I don't want to put everyone in the same box and say that every single woman would say this. I think there are women out there that maybe don't care as much as other women do, especially women who maybe don't care as much about a luxurious, lavish lifestyle. Maybe they just want to live a little bit more traditionally. I doubt that they care. Even then, I do think that most women out there, and emphasis on most, prefer someone who makes more money than they do for that extra security factor, to feel safer when it comes to financials. Even if they are making, enough money to support themselves and maybe their family, they still want someone who makes more. So I want to get to the reason why that's the case. And I actually found 2 articles. One was from Women's Health and the other one was from Men's Health. And it was interesting to see the differences between the two. There were similarities and correlations and a lot of overlap, but it was just interesting to kind of see the difference. I know that a lot of guys have a problem with hypergamy and the fact that women are constantly looking for someone, that makes more money than they do, or maybe has a higher social status than they do. What's always really interesting to me is when I see men talk about this online, because I think a lot of times women who, tend to go for a man that makes more money than her or someone with a higher social status, they kind of tend to give women like that a bad rap. They're called gold diggers, materialistic, shallow, the list goes on. But what's really funny to me is that women from every socioeconomic status tend to go for men who make more money. Like I said, even if she is making a good amount of money herself. So often I don't think it really comes from a place of, being malicious or trying to take a guy for everything he has.
I was gonna say, so the reason that it's looked down upon is because, like, in modern day, right? It's like, oh, I want to get with this dude with, that makes six figures, and I want him to buy me everything now, but you don't want to do anything for that or earn that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when females in other countries are doing it, or like, you know what I'm saying, even females from like, poor parts of wherever. Those are the ones that are falling in line to even, like, if they're piss poor and a motherfucker comes through making the garbage man salary, 40, 50K, you know what I'm saying?
That's more like 65.
But that's what I'm saying. And like, they're used to pork and beans all day life. And then this dude comes through and he's like, hey, honey, I got you a savings account, and like, we're gonna go to Wisconsin Dells for the weekend. And you do something every other fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's a step up for you. You feel me? Like, and if you're cool with that, like, if like, because to you couldn't even imagine that. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like that because absolutely you're supposed to do that.
Social media got them thinking that like they supposed to get millionaires and don't have to have nothing too, which is
right,
which is true, but in certain cases though.
But to keep the shit, you do have to know what's
going on. Oh yeah.
Like, no, there's absolutely no problem with, like, if I'm, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to an unknown city or a new city, if I'm going to a new city and I got 100,000 to blow, you know what I'm saying? And like, we go out one night and the bitch is like, oh, it's 5K. Okay, here. I'll never see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do that. You feel me? Like, now I'm not doing that shit if, like, to get the $100,000 I had to max out 3 credit cards. And like, like, no.
They ain't working that.
Hell no.
I mean,
I think it is about this feeling of safety and security that's been kind of ingrained into us to look for in a partner. And since women are continuously becoming more successful when it comes to finances, their careers, education, socially, it's becoming more difficult for men to kind of meet that criteria that they're looking for, as women are entering workforces that they maybe weren't in the past, and they're making more money than their male peers or men in other industries where they maybe don't make as much money. The balance there is really odd. And I was reading this article and came across something super interesting that says, even as women earn more university degrees than...
I was going to say, that'll probably be the only place, like, women out-earn men.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because women don't like to do the really hard jobs that pay a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On average.
Right.
Not to say.
Now, I do see women out, like, on the roads holding signs and, like, doing jackhammer shit, and, like, that's cool. Building skyscrapers.
That's not even typical, though.
Yeah, no,
it's some out here that will do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's not a lot of.
No.
You got to be a different type of lady that want to be out in the sun.
Like you took Bob the Builder, literally.
But I feel like the fact when women say the hardest job is being a mom, that they don't understand hard work for real. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty. That's an important job, but it's pretty cushy.
And again, as being the same as a single dad or both parents, I get what you're saying as far as like it's hard because it's fucking mentally draining. But again, it doesn't have to be as mentally draining as you think if you fucking own your own shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it was always put to me, hey, my kid's not finna tire me out. I'm finna tire they ass out.
Okay.
I'm finna wear they ass out. And not like even in a physical, like discipline form.
Like, I didn't let them get on.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it would be shit like, so we bothering mom all day and she'd be like, hey,
First motherfucker bring me 100 rocks gets $5. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some shit
It's
like
time to
that.
go rock.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, for real? Yeah. And nigga, like I just go outside and fucking scoop that shit. Come back, the door locked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she was like, nigga, go play. Go. Like,
got me again, y'all.
you know what I mean? What up, Jeff?
What up, Jeff? Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
And men, they are still 93%. 93%. That's a high percent. More likely to marry men with higher and odd. And I was reading this article and came across something super interesting that says, even as women earn more university degrees than men, they are still 93%. 93%. That's a high percent. More likely to marry men with higher incomes, according to a 2016 study conducted by the University of British Columbia. And though higher incomes don't necessarily equate to a higher social class, financial security is one of the main drivers of female hypergamy. And I mean, when you think about it, it's incredibly true. If I look at every single woman in my life, I don't know one that is married to or dating a man that makes less money than she does. We often
I would love to use anecdotal evidence.
Out of all my friends, but all your friends ain't out of most women.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I think just tend to seek out men who are better off than we are, even if we don't necessarily need to. If any of you know anybody where the dynamic is that the woman is making more than the man, please share down below, because I would be super interested to hear about it, because just through my lens and my perspective and my, personal life, I don't know anybody like that. And I think that's very interesting. So why do we as women do this if we don't even necessarily need to? We are more financially successful than ever. We are more educated than ever before. And yet we're still looking for men who are somehow better off than we are. Well, the article explained it for us, and it says, this may be an evolutionary callback to the prehistoric woman's need for a capable provider. There are inherited tendencies for some women to be attracted to men who have more means, which goes back to our roots as hunters and gatherers. Similarly, there are inherited tendencies for some men to feel attracted to women who appear more fertile. Example, wide hips, long hair. That said, we are the only species who has the capacity to be consciously aware of those tendencies, and we have moved beyond them as a primary driver for mating in today's more modern world. And although I do think there are a lot of women who don't necessarily care about that as much, I do think the majority still do, even though we don't need to. Men want a woman who they find attractive, and there is an evolutionary underpinning to what men deem attractive, says Fisher. Attractiveness in this context means that those women show signs of health, youth, and fertility. That's why many men will marry down in social class for someone with superior looks. And it totally makes sense when you think about it. Women want the guys who are more successful, who have created an empire, who make more money, and men want a woman who, maybe doesn't have the best job, maybe isn't anywhere high on the social status, but is attractive. And I think this makes a ton of sense when you look at men who make a ton of money and the woman that they're with, and women who are very beautiful and attractive and the man that they are with. So it kind of lines up and it makes sense. And I think the reason why there's a little bit of a kind of shift in the way that people feel about this is because the world has changed. Women are making a lot more money. Women are more educated. Women are, higher up in the social class than ever before. So that need for a man who has that is becoming.
One, we put y'all there. We gave y'all everything so all the fucking, we can go to college and we can get this and we can do that. That shit's set up by dudes. So again, your whole fucking inner workings was fucking planned for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking teaching your son how to fight, right? Mm-hmm. And every time they throw a Hadouken, you fucking shoot a gun at the direction that they throw it. And so then they grow up with this false sense of like, if I do that move, something's getting shot. You know what I'm saying? And then finally graduating, being like, I'm the master of Hadouken.
Oh, I need a man.
You know what I'm saying?
He helped me do.
But again, all the shit you're talking about too is shit that matters to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to be able to have careers and match with fucking dudes, so you can be able to say that we can do the same shit.
Some women,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll go on that in a second.
Okay.
Because like just as we talk about it, some women think that the more they make, the more they man should make, which makes sense. But if you only been making money, why and not exercise, not being feminine, not learning how to
not
cook.
learning to keep a house.
So I make $100,000 and I need a man to make $100,000. Well, why would I be with you, Erica?
because again, by default, I have to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but again, they're looking for better men.
Yeah.
So you want to be a subpar woman on what men want, but an exceptional man. You like you make man money, but you don't. You're not what a man wants, though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you're fucking yourself.
In the Cosby Show, Dr. Cosby, and the wife was a lawyer, right? He still made more money than her.
Mm-hmm.
He still was better than her. Uncle Phil and Vivian.
Oh yeah.
What did Vivian do? She was a fucking housewife.
I'm about to say, I don't think she did nothing. Like,
she didn't do shit.
They never said what Aunt Bill did.
Like, especially once he became fucking judge.
Oh, yeah, she definitely was.
Like, she did, and because they was all grown, remember? Carlton and them, like, them niggas was like juniors or seniors in high school. Fucking Hillary was grown. Ashley was like 13, but she was basically grown. You know what I'm saying? She was a mom.
On the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Aunt Bill was a former artist and a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
Did this shit.
No, she got a degree in the shit or something. Though. Like she went to like Howard or something. Word up.
Okay,
and you got a wife too.
Yeah, so I'm being very honest. I make about 48 to 49,000 a year, and I work 2 jobs.
And you got a wife. That's what we say.
It ain't hard. It ain't easy to make money. You know what I mean? It is for women though. Okay.
And that's the problem.
That she was a professor. No, she wasn't.
Who was?
Not Aunt Viv.
Aunt Viv wasn't no professor. She might have got that later on. Like after like Ashley was grown. She was a dancer. She was like a painting artist and clay and shit.
She was primarily involved in raising the children and supporting her husband, Philip Banks.
Yeah.
Her artistic background was mentioned, but she had to temporarily put it on hold to focus on her family.
Yeah, because that's when she went to school. Like Howard or some shit.
She was a dancer in because she was dancing.
Yeah, but I'm saying whatever college she was in, like she was getting the art degree.
Yeah, I guess that's part of it though.
Yeah, and it was a black college because she had like a sorority sister. You know what I'm saying? We did. We read it straight from the survival scroll.
We're reading it right here. My wife worked for the state. Okay.
So she probably made more money. State money. Hold on.
State money got good benefits.
No, but what I'm saying is if you work for the state, nigga, like
I know some niggas work for the state.
Yeah.
And they don't they hate their jobs.
What do they do though?
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying you can work for the state and just file shit all day. That's all you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
And like you getting paid definitely a decent wage, and yes, you have benefits. You know what I'm saying? Like
people like
somebody who works for the state, I would think gets at least $50,000 a year.
Let's Google it.
They not gonna let you be in poverty, nigga. You work for us. You represent us. You feel me? And that nigga said, that's funny. That nigga said, and I have a collage degree, but I like working with my hands. Well, I don't know what a collage degree is. No, I'm just fucking with you, Jack.
That's funny.
No, I know what you mean. A college degree. No, I get it.
There's an average
State worker.
Illinois. 47,000. Mm-hmm.
So I bet if you've been there 5 years, you probably hitting that 50, 52.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're doing. Because like if you actually somebody like nigga, Jim Langfelder's office, like type, you know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of positions, I met our homie, the coroner. I met his daughter. Man, over the weekend. Shouts to her.
Little Alma?
Yeah.
You tell her we was fans?
I did.
You Jim Alma's daughter?
Yeah, no, and you guess what she does, man? She be doing the stenography in the courts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like it'd be taking all the minutes and shit.
Yeah, so Jim do all
yeah.
They know all the shit
in
that household.
Yes,
they know all the shit.
Yes, I said that's fucking awesome. Your house is like law. Hell yeah.
They sit down and watch episodes.
Yeah, it'd be like, she'd be like, nope, she took that down wrong. Man. I seen the keystroke.
That's not a real stenographer right there. I know how they type.
No, yeah, she was funny too. No, what?
Significantly less.
Our bad.
What?
Holly just put some.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's wrong? Said, I'm not gonna be sitting in the crime lab all day testing this or that.
I'll go crazy. He said,
about the collage.
Yeah. So what happens when your girlfriend starts to make more than you? If she advances at work and he doesn't, that's a problem for men, in your opinion?
Oh no, that's the problem for y'all. That's why y'all leave. That's why y'all leave men.
Yeah, that's what because what happens is you make more.
I know.
So now you think you're better because you can afford better shit, I guess, and like do everything plus some. And I'm not providing that, so now you think you deserve somebody that makes more.
And mind you,
like, do you see what I'm saying?
Mind you, men still make more than women. Like, women don't make more than men.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the average man makes more than the average woman. And there's more men in the top percentile of earners than women. You know what I mean? The only billionaires got it from, the only billionaire women got it from divorce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when y'all do move up, and yeah, y'all might be moving past another low earner. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even if y'all do come,
so like, let's say you do he makes 50 and you make 75 now. You know what I'm saying?
You looking down on him.
Now you're looking down on him, but you're looking up at the dude who makes like, I would say 90 or more.
Because when a girl get money, they spend their money. Like and so they know. So if I want to go on trips and stuff, and it don't fit into our last budget, but now it does because you make more. Now you feel some type of way.
But you feel like you shouldn't have to,
you spending the most money, you know what I mean? So we make this money, but I don't want to pay for it. You know what I mean? My money. Yeah.
See, I've seen the opposite. He gets upset at her making more money and paying more bills, hurts his self-esteem.
But the stats don't prove that. If women divorce men at 80%.
Right.
And most women break up with their guys. Like, it ain't the other way around. Most women break up with their men. You know what I mean? So most men get dumped.
Right.
Most women do the dumping.
Right.
I know women who never been dumped before. You know what I mean? And they had a few boyfriends. So you done seen it again. Girls like to use anecdotal evidence. You know what I mean?
I'm with someone who's never been dumped. You know what I'm saying?
But she said, a motherfucker agreed. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But and shit, like I've been dumped every time. You know what I mean? He said, so what a woman make ain't something that will leave you over.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it seems like that's what it means. Like the
3 times I've dumped. I can count them on one hand.
3 times.
I've took a dump 3 times.
The super blunt has been constructed also. Let's finish up. I don't
Now
know.
we go off the radio.
I'm not talking about stats. I'm telling you my experience and what I've seen is caused big problems. Okay, but the stats say that's not typical. I know what you've seen. So if it was a kid that stayed in a household that all he's seen is mom get beat on, yes, all the women he's seen gets beat on. You know what I mean? But
that's what he chose.
that's not typical.
No.
You know what I mean? It's not typical. So I get what you're saying. Women like to live by anecdotal evidence. You know what I mean? So
And
I've
that
seen
ain't even happened to them?
that too. You know what I mean?
Or, I thought
Maybe
that's what you were
no. I'm just saying no. It might not have happened to them, but they believe what they've seen. Well, I know a friend, or I know somebody who this happened to, and now that's law. You know what I mean? Shit, like I bet you, but you seen the man getting mad at them making more money. I don't see how that. You know what it is? If a man get mad because you make more money, that means he knows you don't share your money. You know what I mean? So that means you're not going to contribute to the household.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm mad at you because bitch now you got extra money and I don't got no extra money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit. We should have extra money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when I was making more, it wasn't no problem. But now that you're making more, it's a problem.
And it shouldn't be.
She said, so, okay, all right. She said, I asked for your opinion, not for stats. Okay, if you ask my opinion, I've been with women who make more than me. I'm gonna say I messed with an actual doctor at one time. You know what I mean? And cool lady. It would never bother me that she made more money than me. Tried to fund me. You know what I mean? But that came with an attitude too, though. You know what I mean? So I never not liked somebody. So if you ask me my opinion, I don't think most men give a fuck if their woman is a generous woman or a woman that shares. You know what I mean? I didn't say that. I said it makes him feel bad, and that leads to fights.
But
why would it make you feel bad if I got access to it though? So that's what I'm saying. So it might have been the fact that whoever you talk about didn't want to share her money. She don't. So now he can't go buy the new lawnmower because we got it. You know what I mean? But that's my money. I work for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You wanted new bags. You know what I mean? Shit. Or you wanted to, let's not even new bags. You wanted to remodel the kitchen. But he said, I don't think we need to remodel the kitchen. The kitchen looks fine. You know what I mean? Well, I want to remodel the kitchen. I make the money. I'll spend my money that I make. Well, I think we should spend it on a new deck. The deck falling apart. You know what I mean? Shit. I think if we fix it now, you know, but you really want, but a deck ain't something a girl can customize. You know what I mean? She want to customize the kitchen. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. You want to make you want to redecorate the kitchen though. You know, so that's where the fight come in. Cause she think it's still her money.
Now see, I was with also probably again with somebody who makes more than me. You know what I'm saying? And in either case, they had no problem sharing. You know what I mean? And like, I'm cool with that. As long as you understand my plan and where I'm trying to get to, and like you cool with that. You know what I mean? And like, I'll spend my money too on like necessities, or if I feel like, oh damn, it's been a bad fucking week, hey, this shit is on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll dip in a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to get to, or where we're trying to get. So like, that's what the fuck it's for.
My bad.
I was
gonna pop in my head with the doctor. The way I've got like I wasn't feeling it no more, but I was still trying to hang in there. But one night, so this was her last straw.
Oh shit.
We had sex, and I didn't make a sound. I'm talking about I'm clapping cheeks, going hard. I'm not even huffing. I ain't even doing none of this.
Controlled breathing.
Controlled breathing and everything. It was on purpose too. I was like, I'm not going to show you I don't like this tonight. You know what I mean? But I'm going to beat it up. That'll fuck you up right there. You know what I mean? Shit. Next day, I just don't think it's done. Yeah, all right, okay, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling it anymore either. Yeah. She needed some validation for her sex. Nope, gave you none. You thought that was it, huh? Nope. Finish this up.
But people who want a relationship, women specifically who want a relationship, want to be married, are still going for that top percentage of men who meet that criteria. So the available pool of men is shrinking. So an interesting thought I want to leave you guys with in the comments is, what is going to happen as women continue to become more financially successful, more educated, better off than most men are? Women will have no choice but to either marry down, go after the top percentage of men, which I think is what is currently happening, or not get married at all. When the entire pool of women are going after for a tiny pool percentage of men, there's obviously going to be women who don't get what they want. And I think
there'll be some overlap also. There's going to be some sharing involved.
That those women end up becoming resentful, bitter, hate men, say that men aren't good enough, say that there's no good men out there or no good men left because they feel like they've all already been taken.
No good men left because you work at a daycare and you've been there for 8 years and it's privately owned, so you make good money at the daycare. For you got a little stock in there. You didn't invested in the actual stock of the company and shit. You know what I mean? So now you make $60,000. So a man making $50,000 is below you now. Now you got to make you want a $70,000 man, which lowers your odds.
And it's going to be interesting to see how this dynamic continues to change for men and women, because men are either going to have to rise up or be forever single like some of these women are going to be. So it's very interesting, and I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. But hypergamy is real. It does exist, and I think it even exists to a point where when a woman gets what she thinks she wants or gets someone successful, then she just constantly wants more or wants better, right? The same way a man gets an attractive woman, but then gets that attractive woman and thinks, oh, there's someone more attractive than her. And so then he gets someone with a bigger butt or better hair or a better...
Now she's going into some bullshit. No, this is her opinion right here. Yeah. And we don't leave. Again, the stats don't prove that. You know what I mean? So we don't leave bitches. If we do like a bigger butt, the bigger butt gotta like you too, though. That's the whole thing. As I say, don't see it as bearing down. You shouldn't be with someone just because of finances, as life can humble you with the quickness. My nanny raised us, it's better to be rich and in love than in the pocket. Oh, my nanny raised us, it's better to be rich in love than in the pocket. Some people only think of finances and what someone can give them financially are super shallow. Now I don't agree with that though. Hold on, so before we answer that, I agree with that. I think a woman now, if she's doing it for the right cause, you know what I mean? I think that a woman definitely should marry up, you know what I mean? So, but that's when you're using your good bargaining chips. So you can't marry up at 38, at 35, you know what I mean? I'm going to push it to about 32, you know what I mean? Shit. So So it's all true until she says you ain't looking elsewhere. Huh? So it's all true until she says you ain't looking. No, she says you'll. Again, the stats prove what I'm saying. Okay, so she said he'll leave you for a bigger butt, but that's not true though. You know what I mean? Because guys don't, women do most of the breaking up.
Also, he won't leave you because he'll just have sex with it and then come back home.
Why would I leave her? You know, why would I leave? I would break up with you for a bigger butt. You know what I mean? Shit, no. You don't leave, you cheat, which makes us have to leave. The breakup is your fault. Okay.
No, when you choose to leave, you choose to break up.
Exactly.
When I choose to fucking come home and keep life going, that's not breaking up.
So also, like, let's say you married with a man, he cheated on you, and in the end, you leaving him puts you in the worst position. Right. You know what I mean? Like, he did what he did, and he might not do it again. You know what I mean? Shit.
But because you don't feel like that, you say, fuck you, and we're done.
Thumbs down. I hate it. So a woman thinks, so just to advocate for the men, a woman thinks not cheating is the best thing she can do. No, bitch, if you're going to be a nag, cheat on me. You know what I mean? Shit. If you're gonna be extra jealous and always on my ass about something, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like my peace of mind is what matters over here. Also, you know what I mean? So all because you don't cheat, but you don't cook, you don't work out. Yeah, you don't. You always watching. Soap operas.
You don't listen.
You argue a lot, but you don't cheat, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, shit. Like cheat on me then. Okay, shit. You might get cheated on for that reason. Now I'm the bad because you
did absolutely nothing. Just like how you said, what you say. So you don't leave, you cheat, and then it makes us. And then it makes us leave. The breakup is your fault. So just like how that statement has no accountability in it, is the same way we can go fuck something and come back home. Because why the fuck are we cheating in the first place if something ain't wrong? And if something's wrong, yo ass have something to do with that. So if I did go out and do that to figure out what the fuck is wrong, and that's the only way I fucking knew how. And then come back and you make the choice, again, your words, to break up, then you still broke up the relationship.
Look.
And I cheated, but what caused me to cheat?
Look at this. How about this also? Like, you literally don't do, let's just keep it. Let's say we together, you gained 80 pounds. You know what I mean? Okay, when I got with you was 150.
He was 150.
Now you 230. Okay, shit, goddamn. Okay, 5'6", 230. Okay, damn. Okay, and this all happened within the last 5 years. You know what I mean? So it wasn't even 5 years. Isn't gradual at all. That's fucking quick. Yeah. 5 years ago, you done gained 80 pounds. Man, that's crazy. So if I'm telling you, baby, you getting big. You know what I mean? And then I'm not even, I love you, so I'm attracted to you, but you're not getting my dick hard like you think you is, you know what I mean? Shit. I might be thinking of all type of shit just to stay in it, you know what I mean? But, so you never worked out for me, gained 80 pounds, I shouldn't cheat. I'm just saying, you honestly think I ain't supposed to cheat and you ain't even trying to be sexy for me no more. Or be attractive to me, being what I got with you eventually for. You know what I mean? Shit. Oh man, you buying the stuff, and no, you don't keep that forever, but you can maintain some shit. Okay. What she said? Oh,
I would be in the worst position before I tolerate cheating. It's not justifiable. We can have other requirements. You can leave over all those things. if you have to cheat to handle an issue, then you can do that with someone else. It ain't me.
But
And of course, co-signing Sanders.
co-signing Sanders.
Co-signing Sanders over here.
So okay, we can leave you, but again, now.
So
let's say I make the most, and you ain't doing. You are a bad wife. You know what I mean? And you a bad wife. Okay, whatever that entails, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That's a lot.
You're not fucking nothing, but you're a bad wife. Okay, that's it. So
and you're not fucking me.
Yeah. So I'm supposed to leave you. You take half my shit also, and I'm supposed to leave you because I'm unhappy. You know what? I'm gonna get happy real quick and stay with you. How about that? You know,
Because again.
Just like that makes sense to you, that makes sense to me.
No, and here, because what I'm getting ready to say is going to sound like male toxic masculinity or whatever. Because what it boils down to, and again, since we're different and we've tried to do this before, is what the fuck is cheating? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk about cheating, we assume shit's wrong, right? So again, if something's wrong, and not getting talked about on either fucking side. Okay.
I'm
you
glad
know
you
what I'm
said
saying?
that right now. Because you said this conversation is disgusting.
Yeah.
So we can't talk about it.
Exactly.
Then, you know what I mean? So
because you know what would have happened if we had this conversation.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and I wasn't on TV.
So we can't talk about it now, and now it never gets talked about. You know what I mean? Shit.
So
just
then
the conversation can be had.
So if we can't talk about this and be honest and open, what else can we talk about?
No. You know what I mean?
But because right there is, see, now you on bullshit. No, I'm playing forward. But that's not manipulation. That's that's meditation, nigga. Like, that's like, hey, you can't keep hitting me or something will happen.
So I know.
What are the things that could happen if you keep hitting me? I could hit you back. I could leave and never come back because you keep fucking hitting me. I could call the police.
That too.
These are all things that could happen. Do you want to play one of them out? Do you feel me?
Okay. Talk about all you want. You justify bad behavior. We're not justifying that. We're giving reasons. Like we talk about cheating. So I'm giving you reasons why a man cheat, a woman will cheat, because maybe she don't. Again, hypergamy. She don't think her man doing enough. So she's gonna go to the next one. That's why it's called leapfrogging. Okay. We heard it many times how the wife start fucking the boss.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because start fucking her husband boss because boss comes over for dinner now. You know what I mean? Shit. And boss is the one that's in charge of her man, so she sees him differently.
If you're not mature enough to address a problem without causing another problem, don't be in a relationship. Pretty simple. So you as the person who fucking don't have shit and need to get out of the streets and you meet a motherfucker who pretty woman's you're going to tell him, hey, I'm just fucking you because I'm trying to get out the streets.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not going to fucking do that the same way that he's not going to fucking put on that, I would just pick a bitch up off the street and you could have been that bitch.
But look, you feel this conversation is disgusting. You said if you're not mature enough to address the problem, that's talking about the problem. So let's say he's been addressing the problem. I don't look. So how about this? No, I'm just going back to something that's easily changeable, and that's your size. All right. So if I got with you, you was 150. Now you 230. You know what I mean? And I've seen it way more than that. You know what I mean? So this bitch is 300 pounds now. That was 150 at one point. I'll look like a crackhead if I get that size. You didn't look like a crackhead leaving that size before. But you know what I'm talking. So you're with a man, you gain that weight. He been telling you, man, I need you to lose this weight. You know what I mean? But so you saying she's not mature enough to fix the problem? Is that her not being mature? You know what I mean? If I'm asking her, hey, you know what I mean, is getting excessive. You know what I mean? It's getting unhealthy now. Like I'm not sexually attracted to you. I love you. How you treat the kids. I love that you're caring or something like that. But when you come in here doing that little dance like you used to do, that shit disgusts me now because the one thing I asked you to do, you're not doing. You know what I mean? So is that a reason?
Which, by the way, is disrespectful to a man. And what does a man want? To be respected.
And she just said, men are attracted to signs of a healthy woman. You know what I mean? Shit. Hold on. Is it? Yes, if you think she's too fat and she does nothing about it, leave. Okay, but at the same time, is that a good reason to leave because she ain't losing no weight? You know what I mean? Is that even though she's a good mom to your kids, and even though she's your family likes, you know what I mean? So she's not getting it together. I should reward her with me leaving, because it's definitely a reward. If I'm with divorce and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I gotta pay you to leave now.
Right.
Or how about you get some consequences too? You know what I mean? Shit. The consequences of not being what I want you to be, or what I signed up for, then that's what it is.
At 60 pounds, I told you needed to start getting in the gym, and you added 40 more. Or no, 20 more, sorry, because you said 80.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been another year and a half, and I told you already.
So she said, I guess a woman gets no punishment. I should be the one punished as the man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit. Being spitting straight.
On the ones and twos.
And
And so, and again, so this is what the disconnect is, because again, when they hear cheating, they assume fucking somebody, but they're not assuming who's doing the fucking.
That too.
Because we're getting with other gatekeepers. We're not the ones being like, hey, here's some dick. And whoever wants to hop on it can fucking do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, also
because I said, hey, so if nothing's wrong and I fuck a bitch anyways, it's still fucking cheating. Like everything's taken care of at home. You know what I'm saying? Because this is kind of one of the things that we got into it about. Was I made a joke about it and was like, hey, so what you don't know, right? And it's like, well, yeah. Well, no, because it's still not right. And it's like, but you don't know what it would be because you wouldn't know. Because I wouldn't tell you. And you wouldn't find out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, according to you, nothing's wrong. I just went out of town to a business meeting, came back home, and resumed fucking life. And now, that's disgusting too. You see what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, no, so what are we talking about? Because motherfuckers understand making the choice to do the shit, right? But they don't understand why you fucking do the shit, which is what I keep fucking reiterating. So now if we go to like, hey, my girl wants to have a girls' night. I trust her. Go have a fucking girls' night. You know what I'm saying? And you come home and tell me, oh, well, I fucked some fucking dude. Oh, so you were attracted to some dude enough tonight to give him some pussy. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? If you can't be trusted, you can't be trusted. Loyalty is not based on opportunity. No, but opportunities is makes loyalty.
What do you trust me to do though?
Right.
I mean, do you trust me to protect you? So would you rather a guy who cheated on you? You know, look, they're gonna say neither. Okay, but
they go. It depends.
Yeah, no,
I know.
They don't give a depends on this. They're gonna say neither. Okay. If you had to choose one, would you rather a guy who had to protect you or not cheat on you? however many times, once, 20 times. Which one would you rather have? A guy that to protect you, or a guy that cheats on you?
No, are you saying the lying and hiding is even worse? Just be done. But you don't. But that's what I mean is you don't get a choice in that. So like you're talking about being like mad because you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's understood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about is fucking doing the shit and resuming life and nobody knows shit except the people involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And your shit's still taken care of. Because I said my main example was, what if the cheating wasn't even cheating?
Mm-hmm.
We all know what the fucking Me Too movement has fucking led to. And we know what Gwyneth Paltrow had to do to become a fucking Academy Award winning ass bitch. I said, so what if I was presented the same opportunity and the nigga was like, you know what? You get $1 billion if you let them stick a dildo of Quincy Jones's dead dick in your ass 5 times. That's still fucking cheating. But guess what? When I come back home and tell you about it, you're going to be mad and break up, and I'm going to be $1 billion richer. And instead of fucking setting up everybody's fucking shit, and so your grandkids and their grandkids can be straight, you fucking left because what?
Mm-hmm.
Because I cheated and let a nigga stick Quincy Jones dildos in.
This is when you talk to women.
When our plight isn't the fucking same in life.
It's not. You know what I mean?
So once I get that $1 billion, now I'm a quality fucking dude. And even if I get that $1 billion without fucking getting fucked or anything, and it's hard work, the same shit is gonna end up happening to where what? I'm now in the top percent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now I'm in the top percent. You know what I'm saying? And where you're saying, oh well, I can't handle that, and well, she fucking can, and she fucking can, and they know each other.
Right. Look,
I'm just saying, if I'm a quality dude.
Man, talking to girls about cheating or just situations they don't like, they can do anecdotal evidence for everything except when you have those conversations. So,
right,
y'all saying, I ain't talking about y'all, women in general.
Yeah,
you've never done something your man didn't want you to do. That's cheating. You know what I mean? So if your man actually, I mean, like, that's cheating to a man. Our list of things we need you to do is so small, that means each one weighs more. Okay, so be pretty, don't cheat on me.
There's a show called Cheaters where when the girl gets caught, she's like, oh, but baby, I want to go back with you. Well, why? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But
so,
I'm saying, but what I was saying,
why is it the woman usually begging the female? And if the female doesn't give a fuck, you see that and she goes with the other dude. That's exactly the fucking point, though. Is in both fucking cases, guess who gave the pussy?
Well, I'm saying is that act like y'all understand doing wrong things. Okay, so maybe you've never cheated on, on a guy by having sex with a guy. And most girls have sex with a man, like having sex with two people at the same time.
Yeah.
This is most women, but to them that's not cheating. You know what I mean?
No.
Shit. And I ain't saying like at the same time. I'm saying
you're like not with Monday you was with this nigga, then
go.
Wednesday you was with a
there
different nigga.
You know what I mean?
Even if by accident, you still fucking did.
All because you ain't go back to that last motherfucker. You ain't cheat on the last motherfucker.
Right.
Or you was talking to both of them. You know what I mean? But you fucking, and you fuck one, fuck the, we going on. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, we on to a point, but we going on. What I'm trying to say is that if we're telling you why a dude would cheat, and shit, why women do the things they do though. So this is why I do the cheat. So why do women get mad at you when you like girls' pictures? You know what I mean? So that's stupid. You know what I mean? Shit. like so why so just how you do things, we do things. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that we not that's where a disconnect is. We're going, y'all think like you're coming from a pure mind. Like y'all never done nothing. So you don't understand what a dude is saying right now. Nope, cheating is cheating. Hold on. But if a motherfucker, if your man was spending all his money on a prostitute that he wasn't fucking. Like, no.
That's what I said.
He's
I said, no, if y'all.
Just at the strip club spending thousands
Not even that.
Okay.
He met a female that was down on her luck, and he was like, you know what, I'm fucking married, but you know what, I want to help you out. Here's money for a car, a crib, and I'm paying your bill every fucking day for the next year.
10 years.
Or whatever. Okay.
I call her, check on her, we have conversations.
I take her to dinner once a month just to make sure everything's on the up and up.
It's not sexual.
It's not sexual.
It's not sexual.
We never flirt. We never fucking touch. It's all fucking business. Or me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she gets everything you get, and she does
minus the dick.
Minus the sex. She don't get. I don't have to have sex with her. She don't have to have sex with me. She don't have to bear my kids. She ain't got to do nothing you doing, none of the tough stuff you do, but she get all the benefits. Stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit. Is that cheating? That's I feel like that's cheating. You know what I mean?
That is definitely cheating.
I think that's cheating for the guy.
Only because if cheating for a female is giving the box up and disrespecting
it can't
your
be
man,
the same thing for us.
It's not the same thing for us. So if we're responsible for providing and protecting, and that's what we're doing for you, then obviously doing that for somebody else who has a vagina. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't care if I gave my boy 20, 40, $50 a month or whatever to help him out. You feel me? But as soon as it's a girl and I'm giving her $50 a month to help her out, you know what I'm saying? That, now you're cheating, but I never fucked. So it's cheating if I fuck, and it's cheating if I don't fuck.
You're missing out on nothing. You didn't even know it was gone.
Right.
I got this.
Exactly. And again, your shit is taken care of. You still get your nails done and all your appointments kept.
I say no to you. I don't say no to you at all.
At all.
Know what I'm saying?
You get everything you want.
I don't say no to her either. Except when it comes to the dick. I don't get that.
I don't get her dick.
That's my wife.
Right. My wife is the only one that gets it.
Yeah, that's so I say
she said this conversation is absolutely ridiculous because you can't fathom what we're talking about. See, as leaders, we're some shit is classified and we just privy y'all to it. That's why y'all don't get it, man. We talking calculus sometimes. And y'all don't understand the mathematics.
And we not even condoning cheating. We just telling you reasons to cheat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit. So if I told you a man is going to cheat if you do this, and you do this, and you still think he's not going to cheat, who's in the wrong? You know what I mean? Shit. So if So how about this? How long should a guy go? Like, let's say I've been asking my girl to have sex with me. It's been a month since we had sex, and every time I ask her, she's just too sleepy. She's tired.
She got a headache.
Let's say we know she ain't having sex with nobody. Yeah. You know what I mean? She ain't having sex with nobody, but she just don't want to have sex. You know what I mean? Shit. When do I supposed to have sex?
Right.
Answer that, lady.
In the very least, hate masturbating next to her. I
don't know. I'm not even gonna let you see me
get off.
Get off.
Oh,
nah, hell no. I probably what you're saying is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're saying it through woman's eyes.
So again,
as only a gatherer. That's how you're saying it.
Again, if she's not doing her part, address the issue. If it cannot be fixed.
Duh.
But again.
Duh.
Oh, okay, listen. So now I gotta leave my family because my girl don't want to have sex with me. How about I just go have some sex? You know what I mean? Shit. I like waking up to her, but you know what I mean? Shit. She's not having sex with me. You know what I mean? We have such a connection. I want to do for her. You know what I mean? She's the only person I want to do for. So, but she's not having sex with me. So does that diminish the want to do for her? No, I just want to have sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. But again, just in the male psyche is
wouldn't that be crazy though if like when we were mad at them we could not do the shit we're supposed to and like withhold
and
you know what I'm saying?
Tell you to leave, you know what I mean, and we get money when you leave, you know what I mean, like just off of divorce and stuff. You know what I mean?
But I'm just saying like bitch, I told you to clean the house and you didn't do that. Well, I'm going to fucking Outback Steakhouse, your favorite place, without you.
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave all the windows open.
Yeah.
and put the PlayStation and big screen TV right in front of the window and see who. I'm not protecting the night, okay?
Yeah.
You protect the night.
Yeah.
I nailed them open too.
Yeah.
I got signs out here. PS5's inside.
She's asleep between midnight and like
we're asleep.
We're asleep.
We're asleep.
Take whatever you want.
I'm taking 4 Ambiens tonight.
If I wake up, please don't shoot me. I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm not protecting tonight.
No, I'm not. It's not my night to protect. She hasn't given up boxing months. I'm on a strike.
Come and get it.
So I'm providing you with the PlayStation while protecting my dignity.
Oh, shit.
We have to joke to keep from crying.
But I got some shit. So we're on topic but off topic. Yeah. Okay, but the topic is stay at home life with the average black man. Real talk. Okay, so I'm using black men because that's our demographic watcher, sort of, kind of. We got a lot of white people watchers also.
We got a lot of white women.
But we're black men, so we're going to just not make this racist. All right? So, and lots of women got the fantasy of being a stay-at-home wife. You know what I mean? Or a girlfriend or whatever. Or a guy should take care of all the bills. And most men want to do that for the girl they love. You know what I mean? Shit. If you could do it, why are you even going to work? You ain't got to go to work. You know what I mean? Shit. That's what they look for. So, but the average black man, I thought the average, and where I got this off of is the last week's Girl Talk episode, where I feel like I was hurting some feelings talking about how much the average black man makes, and I broke down the things he can spend his money on, or how much he got to spend on the essentials.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I broke it down, it seems low, but then when I did some more research into it, everything is all possible though. So you actually can live with a black man who makes the average amount of money. So the average black man, it's different with the average white man makes different. The average Asian man makes different. When you say all men, the average is all men. You know what I mean? It actually goes up. But if you put it in the category of black men, it goes down actually. So the average of all men is $64,000. Okay, a year. That's the average. That's the 50%. If you want to go, 50% of men in America make $64,000. Okay, but then but maybe you don't date white men or Asian men. You don't like black men, so we black men, so we're gonna use us. So the average black man makes $50,500 and something dollars, $536, something like that. And so I just rounded it off to 50,000, just to keep the number Easy. Oh. This is super black. Never tried this one before. Hold on. Got dab, wax, weed.
And he already told you how to do it on the last reel. And the conversation was ridiculous, and we ain't even smoked that. You know what I'm saying? So just get ready. That's all I'm saying.
Get ready. Get ready.
Hold on. I'm coming.
I'm gonna burn too.
Hold on.
Yeah. Woo, chills. So
always do that to keep it from shit.
Okay, yeah. So the average white man, women love us. It's so ridiculous. Women love us. You know what I mean? So if you want to be with the average black man, which that means 51% of black men make about $50,000 a year. So if you want to be a stay-at-home wife of a black man, is laid up, sucking dick all the time. What up, Minda?
Eating strawberries.
These are the metrics. Okay, so so before I break it down, let me break it down. Before I break it down, let's give you the raw numbers. So for a man making $50,000, it's a net income of $40,000 after taxes. Okay, so yes, the annual bills will be up to $31,860. So housing, one second, hold on. I got it. Hold on. My bad. I got a whole bunch of shit on there. What's that? It was from last week. That's where I'm looking. So, you know what? Fuck it. Okay, I got it.
He said, I got it.
I didn't want to have to use the calculator, but I got it. So, housing would be $14,400 a year divided by 12. That's $1,200. That's $1,200 a month. Okay, so your rent gotta be $1,200 a month. Utilities, dang, see, I don't want to do fucking math every time I do this. Okay, I got it. Never mind. Okay, so utilities is will have to be at $230 a month. Food, $300 a month. Actually, $400 if you want to count dining out also. Okay, because that's important. I hear you. So $400. Nigga, I got it though. I got it. Hold on. Like it's doable and it's enjoyable if you really love your man. Okay, if you want to live off of what your man, like that's the problem. A woman
y'all both better have PlayStations.
A woman who wants to stay at home wants to live the life they want to live, but that ain't how it goes. If you want to stay at home, you gotta live the life your man is able to afford. So, if you, so this is the average black man, what he can afford. So transportation is $250 a month. Whatever that is, bus rides, Ubers, it can't exceed $250 a month.
Right.
Okay. Hold on. Health insurance can't exceed $150 a month. No, renter's insurance can exceed $15 a month. Phone and subscriptions can't exceed $60 a month. I mean, $85 a month. Okay.
And this is you and your wife, and that's it.
This is a man who made $50, $50,000 a year salary. So it don't matter.
And it's just him.
Yeah, this is what he makes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying all.
But if she in the household with him, it still don't change.
I understand.
Okay, so it still don't change. So
you could do 2 lines a month for $85.
there you go. You know what I mean? Shit. And you gotta stay within your means also. So personal care can exceed $75 a month. Yeah, because
you can do 1 hand, 1 feet, or you can combine them into a package once a month.
Or
that's basic.
Or
on the fucking discount, because you know may leave.
So I'm gonna break it down. Okay, so now, housing rent can exceed $1,200 a month. Why? Housing is the largest expense in most Americans' households. The median rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in the U.S. is $1,200 a month. Okay, but I'm like, okay, well, I know there's some house payments around $1,200 a month. You know what I mean? So I said, well, where is the? So I used Illinois for example, and Hoopeston. You ever heard of that? Hoopeston. Okay, Hoopeston. Hoopeston is the cheapest place you could live in Illinois. Okay,
it's like 45 minutes from Champaign.
Okay, so if you love your man and you want to live good off of $50,000 a year, you might have to move to Hoopeston.
And that's not a bad location necessarily. You're like within 3 hours of Chicago and Indianapolis, and you know what I'm saying? You can,
So when you now again, he made $50,000 a year, and whatever he does, he can do it in Houston. Okay, so what you do doesn't matter, because that ain't what we're going off of. We're going off of you want to be a stay-at-home mom with a man who made $50,000. So
that means you joining a book club or like a baking class or some shit. Like you doing something to pass the time. If it ain't making bacon.
Learn how to knit, bitch. You know what I mean? Or we get to that though. Hold on. So I say I know it's some house payments at like $1,200.
Yeah.
This is fucking me up already. I'm gonna say that right now. But so the largest house a man can purchase in Illinois for $1,200 a month would actually be a 3,000 to 3,500 square foot single home, which has 4 to 5 bedrooms and 2 to 3 baths in Houston. Okay, the monthly cost is about $1,178. So it ain't even the whole $1,200 that you need. This is including mortgage, insurance, and taxes. You know what I mean?
So with utilities and cable and
we got there. That's a different expense. So this just house.
Okay.
House in Houston, you can get a 4 to 5 bedroom, which is great. And 2 to 3 baths in Houston. If your man making $50,000 a year, all right, and you don't want to work. So then we get to the utilities. Okay, and this is assuming no premium cable TV or any modest lifestyle living. You know what I mean? So
So there's Tubi and shit like that for free, but basically you're not paying for cable. Switch that for internet.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Some other entertainment. You know what I mean? Definitely off your phone or something like that.
But I'm saying if you're just paying for internet, and let's say you have let's say you got a PS4, you don't even have a 5, but you got a 4, then obviously there will be certain things that'll be free of charge. Like you can download certain free games and free apps to watch stuff, like YouTube is free. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you're still cool. Like, like they have news and shit on YouTube. They got whatever you like, you know.
If you live in this meager living, let's just go ahead and you just don't watch a lot of internet stuff like that, or you're not hip on.
Or if you do, it's on your phone anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Maybe you like to paint sometimes. You know what I mean, or maybe you do gardening all day or something like that. You know, you're gonna have to do find some shit that interest you that don't cost.
Semi-old.
There you go. You know what I mean? Shit. Tend to your shit. How about that? You know what I mean?
Even if the gardening is inside, like, look, I dedicated this room to growing shit. You know what I'm saying?
So this monthly bill of $300 being in groceries, which if you planning meals right and you buying right, so it really is nothing prepackaged going. Everything got to be homemade. You know what I mean? So which can be doable for definitely a family of 2. You know what I mean? So 300 for groceries, 100 a month for eating out. So I wanted to know, like, in Houston, because that's where we at right now. Where can you possibly eat out, and how often can you eat out on a budget of $100?
I mean, I'm sure they got like you know what I'm saying, a Pizza Hut or equivalent, like a family diner, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. Because you got to think, something like that is more catered towards old people, so they're gonna have like more.
I found the place.
What?
It says, due to the lowest dining cost allowing for due to the low dining cost, it allows you for 4 outings with healthier options though. And i.e. Lydia's Salads. That's the place you can go eat at in Houston. Is Lydia's Salads.
4 times a month.
Boom.
So you can go once
a week. We eat out once a week. You got a 4 to 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom house. Okay.
You definitely got a phone and internet, but you don't use it that much.
The lights on. The heat's on.
You got all the bath scents and all that type of shit.
You definitely got to turn off all the lights when you're not using them. You know what I mean? We're not wasting any wattage around here. You know what I mean? Shit. Possibly
we got air conditioning the whole neighborhood.
Exactly. Possibly even unplugging stuff when we're not using it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Very, very energy conscious.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because we within a budget, this is what we do. You know what I mean? Until something pop off at work where I get some more money, we're gonna have to worry about these little costs because we're staying within our means. All right. So transportation. Why? Reliable mobility is key to adult life. So it can't exceed $250. So I know, I'm like, well, you can't Uber that. You can't. You barely can bus that mass transit.
Right.
Like you probably can, but you're going. That takes a lot more time out your day. Though. It's just riding buses places. So you want to get a car. So I was saying,
I'm saying if you're in that small of a town and get an e-bike. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you got a girl. Shit. So
I mean, yeah. Well, of course we got a car.
Okay, you need a car. Okay.
But I'm saying we
gotta come home to Springfield to see the family.
Right? Yeah. Like we gotta travel and do that thing. But for around town, fucking little e-bike, or like if I'm making $50,000, I could get a golf cart.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Little grocery getter.
I did a little research. So I was like, okay, what types of cars can a man get off of $250 a month? And so one is a compact sedan, a Honda Elantra, which is normally $199 a month. Or a Nissan Sentra, it's $209 a month. A Volkswagen Jetta is $229 a month.
Volkswagen.
Then another one could be we're going to get into the SUVs here. You can get you a Buick Avesta. I don't know, never heard of that. But that's $219 a month. A Honda Kona, a Honda Kona. That's a SUV also, and it's $229 a month. We getting into electric vehicles. A Hyundai
Iconic.
Iconic. Yeah, that's not how you spell iconic.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers made me feel stupid right now. Ionic. That's $169 a month. A Nissan Leaf, $199 a month. A Kia Niro is $199 a month. You can get you a hatchback, which is a Subaru Impreza, which is $255 a month. 5 over, but that's all right. You know what I mean? Just gotta not eat at the salad place once a month.
Twice a month.
Twice a month. Yeah, exactly. But the best option would be the Hyundai Iconic. They say just eco-friendly, low stress.
You get rebates.
And that's the electric car, so they say don't even use gas. You know what I mean? So, but if you're gonna go gas powered, the Hyundai Elantra would be the best bet because of fuel efficiency and it's how available it is. So you can actually have a nice car, and shit. We talking about 2023s, 2024s also. You know what I mean? Shit. So you can have a nice house, 4 to 5 bedroom, nice car, eat out every week. You gotta cook every day. You know what I mean? Shoot. And your man works 40 hours a week. You know what I mean? Y'all just like to be on the meager side. So I spend a lot of time together. You know what I mean? So ain't that what it's about, I guess? You know what I'm saying? But health insurance can exceed $150 a month. You know what I mean? Shoot, but you know, she probably definitely on some Medicaid. You know what I mean? Shit. Me too, because 50,000 shit. We pushing it. You know what I mean? Shit, we tweak the taxes to say about we make about 38. Phone expenses and subscriptions can exceed $85 a month. It says
so
phone.
You get Cricket for like $250. You know,
But it said phone plan is $60, and streaming services, i.e. Netflix or Spotify. This is where you're gonna get your entertainment from. So you can
so they come with it.
Yeah,
right?
you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So you definitely get the app. I guess they saying watch shit off your phone.
Yeah.
Shit, we meager around here. Okay, shit. We gotta save up. Personal care. And these are non-negotiable. You need personal care, you know what I mean? So toiletries, cleaning supply, laundry, detergent, stuff like that. Yeah. It can exceed $75 a month. And buying in bulk is best. You know what I mean? So like from Costco or Sam's, shit like that.
So you could probably save like a dub.
And I was like, well, shit, what do $75
a month personal care items look like. And I actually got it down to $44, like $45 rounded off. You know what I mean? With some change left over. And you know, every month you ain't gonna have to replace the toothpaste, you know what I mean? Shit, or possibly even the box of soap, bars of soap you just bought, you know what I mean? Maybe not your you probably can go shampoo go like 2 months, you know what I mean? So but a bar of soap, 8-pack of Dove, about $7. Shampoo, $3. That's a 30-ounce bottle, you know what I mean? Just some swabs, some shit like that.
And if you're Caucasian, you only need to, you know, wash your hair every day.
Oh. And so I'm using swab products. So they like
but we using it like non-conservatively once a week.
Yeah, I wash my hair probably like
Yeah.
once a week or once every 5 days, something like that, depending on what I've been doing. You know what I mean? If I've been getting it in or not. But we're going all swab products also on a lot of these. But on shampoo and conditioner, 30-ounce bottles don't exceed $3. Toothpaste, Colgate, 6 ounces, $4. Toothbrushes, 2-pack, $1. You know, just got to get one. You can't get the one with the flexy head. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to use a regular toothbrush. Deodorant is at $6. Razor blades at $8. Shaving cream, $2. Menstrual pads, you gotta think of those also because the girls staying with you, so $6. Hand soap is $2. Okay.
All budget everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and you get most of this also at the Walmart or at the Dollar General in Houston. Right. So you can go to you can buy it at the Walmart in Danville because Houston don't got a Walmart. That's why I looked it up. I said, well, where would I get all this stuff from? And so you got to go to Danville. So I did most of the shopping online at Dollar General. You know what I mean? You got to buy a book also. Then you only got like $100 a month in miscellaneous like debts, you know, like little loans you did, maybe you pawned something, you know what I mean, something like that. Most adults got a debt, but it can't exceed $100. You know what I'm saying? You don't make a lot of money. We talking about if you do good money management, which you're doing right here. You know what I mean? Right. So so maybe you don't. Y'all didn't go to college. Y'all ain't got no loans to pay back just right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that can't exceed $100. So you actually got some and you gotta do stuff with your girl, stuff like that, you know what I mean? So discretionary spending. You know why? Because a comfortable life includes a fun, like having fun and you know, general just being upkeep with your happiness, you know what I mean? So these are movies, outings, hobbies,
community calendars,
and clothing a month. This discretionary spending. So you might not even need to buy a pair of shoes every month, you know what I mean? So
I'm taking each shop.
There you go. You know what I mean? But it can't exceed $150 a month. So going out, doing stuff like entertainment and clothes can't exceed $150 a month. So you either buying from Temu, a lot of clothes from Temu, and still going to see the new Stingers. Is that what it's called? With Michael B. Jordan. Sinners. I said Stingers. Yeah, you ain't going to. So you got to shop at Temu if you want to go see that movie and or something like it every month, and buy clothes every month.
So things you can buy that keeps you like for entertainment for $150 a month. So just a standard Netflix subscription costs $15.49. And then I was looking at some local stuff. You could go out to Houston Community Events Center. Typically, the tickets are $10. You know what I mean? So, $5. So, is you spending $10 to go see something. You know what I mean? So, or a movie night would be $20 altogether. You know,
plus popcorn and shit.
No, we just watching the movie. It's the only movie going on.
Well, then you sneaking your own shit in.
Probably.
You're not just watching the movie and just sitting there, nigga. Like, you got something to drink.
Like, you're right.
Like you're gonna get something.
If we didn't buy nothing from somewhere, it's because somebody brought something.
What I'm saying is, even if you get like a small popcorn and a small drink and sneak the rest in, like, you know what I'm saying? That's still gonna run you another 10 to 15.
So this is all this is every month though also. So that's what, okay. So this you can do this every month. So you can get Netflix and go to an event once a month at the Houston Community Event Center.
Right.
A movie night, which is $20. That you might gotta drive to Danville for, because Houston don't got no theater.
Right.
You can also have a board game night with your friends, with some cheap drinks and some snacks that don't exceed $10. Okay, we definitely a Dollar General. Some hobbies you can do each month is
Play bridge.
Fishing gear only $10, so you can go fishing. Pretty sure it's off a dock or something. Gym membership is only $15 at Houston. If the woman want to do some crafts and stuff, yarn, paint and knitting equipment and stuff like that only costs like $10. So you're living a chill ass fucking life, you know. And if you get a bike, a shared bike at that, you can buy one for like $15 to $20. And then your clothes budget can't exceed $39. So we got $150 for all of them. So a man's casual shirt at Walmart is just $12, and some jeans is $10. Woman's shirt is $9.
These gonna be some plain ass.
Yeah, man, I'm just saying, shit. They live.
So this nigga definitely married a white woman.
They fuck all the time. Okay,
I get it.
That's all they do is fuck.
I have moved 2 less, 4 less.
They fuck, cook, watch Netflix, TikToks.
They drink whiskey every now and then.
You know what I mean? Shit, in a 5-bedroom house,
Man.
2 baths,
One tandem bike.
just butt naked running through this bitch. Nigga, that sounds like a life though. I ain't gonna lie.
That sounds decent.
Man, that sounds like that. But you know, how are we gonna travel, man? I wanna go to Greece.
We ride a fucking Hyundai Iconic
I wanna go to
to the airport, bitch. Like, what are you talking about?
we gotta save up 2 years. Okay, we ain't
I don't
doing.
even think it's gotta be that.
No, I mean, we standing with this budget though.
No, of course.
Okay, see. Well, we already meager as fuck. We can't really cut down no further, you know, for real.
No,
for real.
what I'm saying.
But it's still savings in this.
So, like you said, okay, so we can cut down. So we can half the fucking. What did you say it was? I was getting ready to say dietary, but fucking discretionary fund.
Okay,
There you go. So we can half that to 75. Do
Okay.
half of that shit.
Okay.
What was the other shit? The 100 for entertainment or taking her
going
out or
on
whatever.
eat. Okay.
So you
Cut that
got
out.
cut half of that out. So
Okay.
instead of going 4 times, twice a week, you go every other week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
that
that's
right there is
150 right
what?
there.
150 a month save. So times that by 12.
Okay, that's
So
that's 1400. Or hold on. God damn it. 150 times 12, 1800.
1800. So I would say it's anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 to go to Greece for 2 people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that 1,800, 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
You
We
got
go
36
we go like every 2
plus.
years.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and we bargaining and all type of stuff. We got 2 years to do it.
You got
we can
depending
get
on
this
where.
down. We can
But
get
what
this
I'm
down to
saying is
3,000.
like you can turn that 18 probably into 25 depending on where he works, Christmas bonuses,
Yeah.
incentives, commissions.
Oh, I
you know what I'm saying?
got it all though.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so hold on.
You good?
All right. So with all that, you know what I mean. You got some money left over. You know what I mean. You actually got 600 and hold on. How about just weird? What doing? You got $683 left over in the month. Okay. I don't think no. Hold on, I can't help.
And if that's true, then add another half of that on to it.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Okay, that's right. So, $683 a month left over. That's usually for emergencies or retirement. You know what I mean?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Or extra discretionary.
So now you got an extra 3,600. So if you take that, say you take 300 out of that.
Well, in a year, that's $8,197. So you definitely got enough for just off of savings.
Yeah,
but you know,
but that's what I'm saying. If you just take half of that, half of the 630, or take 300 out of that and add it to the 1,800, that's another 300 a month.
Okay,
that's 36 plus the 18 is 40. What?
So we really can't.
44 in a year. So definitely, like, you probably be able to do that and do it, you know, fidgety, or you could wait another even half a year.
Like it's
and
like
take
every
the
10
lavish,
months, every
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. But I mean,
so like y'all could definitely do like a winter vacation and turn around, do a Labor Day vacation, turn around, do a fucking Valentine's Day vacation.
You're gonna hit all
like eventually
the,
in your life, you're gonna hit everything.
All the seasons, somewhere. You know,
right?
Okay. But I also, so that was just with the man only making 50,000. So I also what would a woman need to make so you don't want to have to work all your life. So this is also now I got to make this 50,000 until we die.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want to know how much. So if a man covering everything the woman gets should go into a savings account. Yeah. Because should we live fine off of this? So now we just everything she makes off into a savings account.
And then maybe she can do like 1 or 2 things extra with her money depending on what it is. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
so I wanted to know just what a comfortable retirement for two people will look like in Hoopston. Okay, so it will have to maintain their regular life, so it's still $50,000 a year. You know what I mean? So all the woman would need to do is to make an extra $7,800 a year to to go from 65 to 80. And this is they starting off at 30. If they starting off life with each other doing this when they 30, they got about 35, and they got like 35 years to retire. So if they did this, they'll be able to go from 65 to 80
without doing it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So maintain the same life they always had. You know what I mean? So she only need to make $7,800 a year. That's a $15 an hour job, i.e. a cashier. This all the hoops to know.
Yeah.
So at Dollar General.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She have a 401k plan though. You know what I mean? Shit. And so $5,000 will be contributed to the savings each year, and she covers like $600 of the expenses in the house. You know what I mean? Shit. Boom, you got a savings now. You know what I mean? Shit, you can retire. So of course you don't want to just live life with just you and your wife. You know what I mean? You probably want to make some kids. So I looked up what would a woman need to make for 2 kids. You know what I mean? If she had 2 kids. So in Hoopston, if you want to stay in Illinois, this would be the best place to do it if you try to do this. And you make, she would have to come through with $33,000 a year, which is still, well, I mean, this is for if you want 2 kids though, also. You know what I mean? And then have them retire.
Now you working at a bank though.
No, it's hold on. That's still at a Dollar General though, but you the general manager though. Okay. You know what I mean? Shit.
Or you a bank tell.
Oh, something like that, or doing child care.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so you just need to make. You would still be having a $15 an hour job. Shit, just at first you didn't have to. Hold on. You was only for just you and your man to have a good living. You only had to work 10 hours a week at Dollar General. But now you got to put in a whole 40 if you're trying to have some kids too. So, but together, y'all making $80,000 a year though. You know what I mean? Shit, and 2 kids, 4 to 5 bedroom house,
and you can take them to Greece.
Exactly. So 4 to 5 bedroom house, a nice car. Shit, you probably got 3 of them now. Shit, by the time the kids get 10 and 11, you know what I mean?
Definitely got a van.
Exactly, exactly. You know, shit. You keep up the upkeep on your shit. You know, shit. Wife is a master decorator with the bare minimum. She got she she decorates her kitchen. She remodels her kitchen, but you know what I mean? Shit, she a painter herself. Right. You know what I mean? Shit, put her own little pizzazz on.
She read the Bob Vila book.
Yeah, she know how to do borders now. You know what I mean? On the window,
kitchens, walls, and sinks.
Yeah, she know how to do a little plaster work. You know what I mean? So she know how to patch up holes.
I know Martha Stewart was putting it down like that at a time when, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, her whole shit was being like, yo, you can be a housewife and like that's cool, man. At a time when like feminism was coming up, and she got hate from feminists, nigga. But she was like, no, take this Jello mold, nigga. Bam, throw it on the plate like that. Take some of these parsleys, nigga. Now that shit look green. Zeus will want to eat that. Like, you know, and you like, damn, bitch. But like, and then she took that out into the yard, like, oh no, we finna make a fence today. Nigga. Like, and you're like, what the fuck? This bitch is cold.
We about to smoke a whole hole.
Yeah, like we finna. She said, that's what I'm digging this hole for. Not because he cheated on me. Like, dog.
Today we're gonna take down his tree.
Because we need to make room to smoke a cat.
Yeah, we got so we is doable. You know what I mean? Shit. Like it sounds like a good life. 2 kids in Houston. You know what I mean? And, if I need to, it's probably like a nice quiet town. Let me see. What's the crime rate in Houston?
Not very much.
Let's see. Oh no! What's the crime?
It can't be.
Oh Lord, this is crazy right there. I want to know that. What's the crime rate in Houston?
Beep, more beep.
The crime rate in Houston, Illinois is based on the most recent available data in 2022 and 2023. Sources provide mixed pictures with some variations across reports. Below are details. Total crime rate, approximately 2,091.2 per 100,000 people. This is 10% lower than the national average. Okay, so it's a safe place. Or 5.33 higher than Illinois state average. Chance of being victim.
Might be getting a little close to Danville.
Chances of being a victim, the overall chances of becoming a victim of any crime in Houston is 1 in 48. Is that a lot? 1 in 48? I think that's a lot.
What's the population?
Hold on. Okay, so violent crime rate. Violent crimes include murder, rape, robbery, aggravated assault. The violent crime rate in Houston for 2022 is approximately 480.9 per 100,000 people, calculated from 23 crimes. Hold on. This is, damn. So this is 30% higher than, this is a hood ass fucking place in Houston. That's why it's so fucking
close
cheap.
to Danville.
That's why it's so cheap, but I can get a 5-bedroom in this bitch.
Because you basically living in the town version.
Do you want me to protect you here or not for this 5-bedroom?
You heard me. You living in a town version of Poplar Place.
Evergreen, man. Is 30% higher than the national average, 12.9.3% higher than Illinois' average. So that's crazy. Assaults are higher than the national average. Robberies is lower than the national average. Rape, lower. Murder, lower. Okay, so it's just a lot of assaults happening.
A lot of fights and
stabbing.
Yeah, stabbings. There you
go. Chances of a violent crime being 1 in 208. Hold on, I'm gonna get the
violent crime.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get the population. Okay, hold on. This is the conclusion. It says Houston crime rate in 2022 was 2,091.2 per 100,000 people, slightly below the national average, but above the Illinois average. Violent crimes are a concern driven by assaults, though murders are absent and rapes are below national norms. Property crime are high but declining, while the town is safer, the 23% of U.S. cities, the 48% drop in the crime from 2022 is a promising trend. So it's getting better, I say. Mm-hmm. Residents should be cautious in the north and southwest parts of the neighborhood and consider economic factors contributing to the crime. For more granulated data, you can try the search on X.
No, thank you.
All right.
I know what that leads to.
Oh, what's Houston population? Shit. The population of Houston, Illinois, based on the most recent available data, is approximately 5,309.
So divide that by 48.
Why 48?
Because that'd be how many victims there are of crimes, of regular crimes. Because you'd be 1 in 48, right?
Mm-hmm. Divided by 48.
104.
So every 104.
105 if you round up.
Hold on. What was violent crime? Violent crime was every
1 in
206 or something like that. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's getting better there. Okay. Well, it's
they said mostly property crime. So that to me says like burglary. You know what I'm saying? People shit getting broke into. Mostly. Maybe a couple fights and stabbings. But a stabbing would be a serious violent crime. You know what I mean? A regular fist fight might be the misdemeanor.
So as AI said, would Houston, Illinois be a good place to move to and if I want to move to Illinois? So it depends on your priorities if it's a good place to move to and tolerance for certain trade-offs. Houston is a small rural city with a population of 5,210. Below is so pros of moving to Houston. Affordable cost of living. Overall cost is 21.44% lower than the national average. This is a good place to go hide out at, I think. You know what I mean? Shoot. Hold on. Small town. It's a charming community. Safety mixed but improving. Amenities and recreation. They offer just the basics. Schools, residents reviews praise the schools as great, but the high poverty rate can still strain resources. Cons of moving to Houston. The economic challenges. Employment opportunities are limited with 12.4% unemployment rate. Okay, yeah. Poverty. Declining population. Houston's population is decreasing.
Wonder why.
Okay, so the Houston population is decreasing with a steady decline. This reflects out migration due to limited opportunities. Okay, so people living because there ain't shit there. Economic struggles and lack of amenities, potentially reducing the demand of services like restaurants and shops. So can't even go start no restaurant there because ain't nobody there.
No.
And then people there can't afford the shit. Okay. But yeah, limited amenities. They only got a few dining options. You can go take over at Hoopston.
Yeah.
Sure, like Hoopston is a place. Nigga got $1 million. He can go be
He can do some shit.
He can turn into the king of Hoopston. I might go be mayor of Hoopston. Or what's that? Hold on.
Yeah, you can
be mayor? Is that mayor? Yeah, mayor of Hoopston. This is sound good. I wonder if I could be. Hold on.
Like, what do y'all want? What do y'all need? We're gonna address all the needs.
What qualifications?
So the next week, I want y'all to write into the city hall, and we're gonna put shit on the agenda.
I said, what qualifications would I need to be the mayor of Houston, Illinois? No. So I got this cool AI. It'll give me it breaks everything down. Why? Tell me this for this. To qualify as mayor of Houston, you must be a registered voter, a U.S. citizen, at least 21 years old, a resident of Houston for 1 year, free of specific criminal convictions, and not in debt to any city or state. You may need to own property, but this should be confirmed with city officials if that's necessary. Beyond legal requirements, experience in leadership, community involvement, and a vision for addressing Houston economic and safety challenges are critical for a successful campaign. Those are the other stuff that you might need right there. Like,
Right.
I ain't gotta be doing no community shit. I got $1 million to put in the tank. Okay, shit. Let's make Houston great again. Beyond vision, a vision for addressing Houston's economic and safety challenges are critical for a successful campaign for precise following. Okay, so shit. All I gotta do is live there for a year.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta
own
do.
some property, which if you got $1 million,
and that's a maybe. You might have to own some property. It's it.
But it can't hurt.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, yo, I bought the car wash, the grocery store, and this land that's to be developed later.
You know what I'm gonna do? What
lower the prices in the grocery store $2 on everything.
I'll make niggas police officers. Shit, you want to lower the crime? Shit, you get some niggas some police jobs, okay? Shit, I'm gonna give you some jobs there, niggas. Okay, I got police and I got sheriffs. I need 15 acres. So boom, I got some jobs. So we got niggas cracking down on shit over here. You know what I mean? I got
y'all know y'all own communities.
oh yeah, you know what I mean? I got incentives too, you know what I mean? Shit, I don't want no dirty copping. I need y'all to go and stop the crime in this bitch. We know where the crime, man.
I don't want no dirty copping.
Yeah.
You heard the chief.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about we ain't gotta worry about no rapes and murders. We gotta just worry about this these home invasions.
Right.
All right, and these assaults. Okay, sure. That's probably like bad, domestic shit too. You know what I mean? Sure. Yeah. So I give niggas some jobs. Put a couple of women's homes, a couple places. You know what I mean? Shit. That's gonna crack down.
What you call them shits? Sojourn homes.
Boom. There you go. Boom. Shit. Got a couple of those out there. So made doubled the police force. And made some sojourner houses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shoot, what else? So shit, you said just the economic problem. Okay, now
I turned the old elementary school into a homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we utilizing that.
I'm going to make a whole. I'm gonna put an arena here that holds about 50,000 people. So people can start bringing their concerts to fucking Houston.
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Boom. There we go. That's
definitely.
So that's how we go. So I made it safer by making more police officers. I made it safer by having places for domestic violence abuse people to go. You know what I mean? If you come stay here because you got your man beating you up,
right?
You know what I mean? Even if you're lying, bitch, you know what I mean? Shit, you ain't gonna get beat up. We cut down motherfucking
DV.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shit. So then I brought some money to the town because now we opened up the convention center. You know what I mean? Shit. So it's an awesome ass place. You come out here. We got the Harlem Globetrotters coming here in the circus next month. Shit.
Hell no.
That motherfucker burned for at least shit. It's about going on like an hour.
Definitely 45 minutes about.
I remember it was I played up like 210. Yeah, so yeah, it is possible to live a good life off $50,000. So because that's the average black man, you know what I mean? So if you got a little discouraged last week when I was talking about being a stay-at-home parent, stay-at-home wife, and then if you want to be a parent, then you just got to go. It ain't. I mean, shit. All the Dollar General jobs in Houston are probably taken. Right. So you might got to just move there with a remote job, though. It's something you can do on the internet. You know what I mean? Shit, you at a call center. You know what I mean? Should maybe your guy make beats also. You know what I mean? Shoot. What do Houston need? They definitely need some affordable child care. So as long as they bring a lunch for their kid, and you'll watch them for like $20 a day. You just at home. Well, you like kids, you know what I mean? Shit, you making like $100 a day though. You know what I mean? Shit, on the low.
You said on the low.
Yeah, sure. Might got like 40, 50 kids running through here. You know, they can't afford to do you every day. You know what I mean? They can't afford. That's $100 a week. You know what I mean? So they bring their kids over like twice a week. Like grandma watch them twice a week.
Yeah.
Baby daddy got it twice a week. You know what I mean? Shoot. And then the baby daddy parents got it twice a week. You know, so she don't watch the kid. What you got coming up, Bree?
Not a man.
Not a man. I got some Mother's Day
Cool.
shenanigans.
Niggins. Huh?
Yeah, I'm on. I ain't got a flyer for it yet, so I ain't gonna throw it out there. But it's definitely coming. Mother's Day weekend. That's the 10th and 11th. Mother's Day on the 11th. I'm gonna have something on Saturday, and something on Sunday, and you either can come to. It's like 2 events on Saturday, 3 events on Sunday, and they all back to back back to back on Saturday, back to back on Sunday. So you can come to one, we can come to them all. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a good time. So when I put it out there, be on the lookout for that. And as always, you come get your body right. President of Fitness and Female Emporium, where you always get a free game.
Downer.
And if you need a character, go ahead and hit up Pop Up Party Pals. We got over 50 characters for your events, family get together, all that good stuff. Go ahead and hit us up. We're on Facebook. And it is Monday. So next time you see us, it'll be in the morning at Tuesday for another episode of Morning Ninjas. That's at 10 o'clock. And then you'll see us here on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Don't be late o'clock for another episode of Girl Talk. And then we're coming back here on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. for another episode of Morning Ninjas Sports. And then, of course, 7 days in a row brings you right back round to Monday, where you'll see us next week at 8:30 for another episode of A Real Ninjas Podcast. Yeah, and get Ninja started up. Oh, shit. Ooh. Did we freeze? Oh, damn. Hold on, my bad.
Do you know a place you can go where you can drink and smoke and laugh your face off? That's a Real Ninjas Podcast.
Yeah, I like that.
That's nice. That's nice.